How you doing, YouTube? Matt Massive Beer Reviews back with a little bit of sour fruited jams up in this piece in the form of Czigmeister Sundial series. It's their Spectrum. This be a strawberry, passion fruit, tangerine, lime, and peach fruited sour ale at 7% alcohol by volume. Yeah, flip it upside down because the label's on upside down. Why? It's called low fills. Yeah, that's not a low fill. Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't classify that as low fill. I got a delivery from Czigmeister because of the whole COVID thing going on. They delivered to my house and threw in a couple extras. And this is one of them. Some of the low fills, but that one was pretty filled, pretty good. So I applaud the game, the low fill game there. Label wise, even though it's upside down, never been a big fan of Czigmeister's labels. They can really hit for me sometimes, but they can very miss. This is one of the misses for me. It's not my jam. That's all. What does that look like? I mean, that looks like a couple different things. Apple cider. It looks like apple cider. Yeah, but it looks like a fruited sour in the grand scheme of things. You know, a big, rich haziness to her. Has that kind of color that you can almost only get from a fruit addition in a beer, and kind of has this kind of organic kind of reddish orange kind of glow to it. So it definitely looks the part of like one of those new school fruited sours, although it's not like that vibrant like blueberry, raspberry in color. Let's see if we get a nose. I mean, definitely got a big tart component off it, that kettle sour kind of coming up front. I'm not going to sit here, I mean, passion fruit is probably the biggest component in here, but that always sticks out to me like a sore thumb. Everything else is kind of melange of fruits. Let's see. Strawberry, passion fruit, tangerine, lime, and peach. Yeah, see, it's really the passion fruit overpowering anything, but that's pretty par for the course for me. I'm very sensitive to passion fruit, so it's kind of like, even with other fruits in there, it being an aggressive fruit to begin with, it really does kind of come to a head for me a lot of times. But it smells quite nice. Doesn't smell overly sweet, although I think you're going to get a little cheek-pulling tartness from it. Let's see what you got. Cheers. Yeah. A little bit of cheek pulling, just like it tied two chords right here, and it's yanking back, like a sweet tart, or like even like a Jolly Rancher can be sometimes. There's this cool grainy thing that comes in towards the tail end. It's like a really fresh kind of cereal grain thing that I can kind of dig, especially on these sours. That passion fruit comes through in gobs. I actually do get a decent dollop of strawberry in there, and I can sit here and talk about, I can read everything I just read off on that label and be like, yeah, sure, I got that. But, you know, it's really a fruit medley with a little bit of strawberry and then that big passion fruit component coming in on the end. That graininess is a really kind of separator for me, something that I think is fun. I can take it or leave it in some beers, like IPAs, when they get that big cereal grain component. It's not my favorite thing in the world in IPAs, but for these kind of mid-range ABV kind of kettle sours, it's actually something I kind of really enjoy, especially with these fruit flavors, because it reminds me of kid cereal. Well, what do you want me to say? It just kind of works for me. So it's tasty, nice, tart, that aggressive tartness that pulls that cheek back a little bit is a welcome thing in these kettle sours, so I really dig on that. It's a fun beer. Listen, you know, these fruited kettle sours are not my jam. It's not something I'm really going to go gaga over most of the time, but this one's pulled it off quite nicely. I kind of dig it. So let's talk about it. One of the better ones I've had as of late. It's in a running, it's in the conversation. It's not King Shit of Fuck Mountain, but it's damn tasty, and for this to be coming out of the brewery that is, you know, less than 10 miles away from where I live, that does not suck. Value and availability, I forget what these cost. Like I said, I got tossed some low fills, but I want to say $16, give or take, a 4-pack. That's probably, you know, market value, and leave you with, and you can see this on shelves, I believe, especially nowadays, and leave you with, if you like what we like this. If you like those fruited kettle sours, we want them to lean more kettle fruited sours as opposed to just like fruit smoothie craziness, because that's where this is. It's still beer. It's still a kettle sour. It's not that kind of Jamba Juice fruit smoothie that just happens to have some alcohol in it. If you dig those kind of beers, you'll dig this. There you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Down there if you want to talk about it. Massive Beers if you want to check me out doing the social media stuff. Beer Massive. Want to check me out doing the whole podcasting thing. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying a nice little kettle sour right now. Hopefully see you next time. Cheers.